Hello friends, welcome back to IBM News Kendujar. In our inspirational video series, today's video will be about one of the most dynamic personality and adventurous and indefatigable young girl of India. This video will be a bit longer, so please watch the video till the end and I ensure you will be thrilled to experience such a disastrous life story of the girl. My dear friends, failure is not when we fall short of achieving our goals, it's when we don't have goals worthy enough. There are inspiring stories and then there are stories that shook you to the very core. These are not just life stories, these are tales of valor, tales of determination and perseverance. These stories celebrate a spirit that is so rare in this world, where everyone wants to opt for the easy way. Today, we got an opportunity to tell you such a story, Arunima, the first amputee in the world to climb Mt.Everest. No wonder that this woman has achieved feats that no one would have even imagined of. Let us have a glimpse of Arunima Sinha's family background. Arunima Sinha grew up in Ambedkar, a small district near Lucknow. Her father worked for the Indian Army as an engineer. Her mother was a supervisor with the health department. Arunima has two siblings, an elder sister and a little brother. Arunima was bereaved at the age of 3 when her father passed away. Her sister's husband took responsibility for the family. Let us retrospect the early life of Arunima. Everyone in Arunima Sinha's family was into sports. Arunima herself used to cycle a lot, loved playing football and was a national level volleyball player. Though she was an extremely talented, she never really thought of a sporting career. Arunima wanted to join the paramilitary force. Unfortunately, she couldn't get through. At last in 2011, she got a call letter from CSIF. Arunima was over the moon. However, in a weird twist of fate, her birth date was wrongly mentioned in the letter, the turning point of her life. Arunima left for Delhi to get the incorrect date on her call letter rectified. She was traveling in the general course of the train Padmavat Express. Soon some goons entered the coach. They tried to pull Arunima's gold chain. Arunima resisted their attempts, so they started attacking her. All this was happening in front of all the passengers, but they didn't bother to help her. The goons picked up Arunima and threw her out of the train. She collided with an oncoming train and fell on a train track. Before she could move, another train passed over her leg. The accident is a blot on humanity. What followed was even worse. Arunima lay there on the train tracks all night, bleeding. Later, it was found that 49 trains passed the spot that night. Not a single person helped her. In the morning, she was taken to the hospital by some local boys. Her leg had to be amputated. Since there was no anesthesia, Arunima felt every bit of the surgery. The hospital lacked the most basic facilities. A stray dog entered Arunima's room and started eating her amputated leg. The aftermath incident was heartbreaking, my dear friends. When Arunima was fighting for life in the hospital, the train accident reached the media. The whole incident was used by different factions of the society for their own publicity. Some people even labeled it as a failed suicide attempt. After an inquiry, Indian Railways were ordered to pay her 5 lakh rupees as compensation. She was offered compensation by the Sports Ministry and taken to All India Institute of Medical Sciences for further treatment. Arunima Sinha once told to The Telegraph, "I have preserved the ticket to this day, and I am not a weak person that I shall think of committing suicide. But anyway, I gave up on the police the moment they came out with so many falsehoods." We can't even imagine how traumatic the entire episode was for Arunima. Any normal person would have lost his or her spirit in front of such adversity. However, Arunima is not a normal soul. She showed unimaginable courage and decided to bounce back so much stronger. When she was lying on the hospital bed, she gave herself a dream. After recovering, she started chasing this one dream that gave her the strength to live. My dear friends, it's perhaps at the lowest point of our life that we realize our greatest strength. Emboldened with her determination, Arunima became comfortable with her prosthetic limb in just a couple of days. Soon, she went to meet Basendri Paul, the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest. When Arunima met her, she said, "Arunima, in this condition you made such a huge decision. Know that you have already conquered your inner Everest. Now you need to climb the mountain only to show the world what you are made of." The next step was an 18 months course from Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. Arunima started with smaller peaks and had some near-death experiences. She didn't let these obstacles stop her. She received a grant from Nehru Institute of Mountaineering and was later sponsored by Tata Steel. Climbing the Mt.Everest with 2 able legs is extremely difficult, my dear friends. We can imagine how challenging it would have been with a prosthetic leg. It was difficult to even find a Sherpa who would understand and support Arunima in this mad endeavor. Finally, everything fell in place and Arunima set on the most important journey of her life. There were challenges at every turn. Literally, overcoming this, she conquered the Everest on 21st May 2013. Please remember the date. Arunima has never believed in fate or destiny. She believes that we chart our own paths in life. She scripted her life story on that hospital bed itself and followed it to the tree. Now, let us see how Arunima's scales peak by peak of determination. After Mount Everest, Arunima continued scaling other peaks as well. She has conquered the highest peaks in all 7 continents. She has climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in South Africa, Mount Elbrus in Russia, and Mount Kosciuszko in Australia by 2014. In January 2019, Arunima added another feather on the illustrious cap. She became the first female amputee to climb Mount Vinson, the highest peak of Antarctica. Arunima's achievements and, more importantly, her spirit was honored by the University of Strathclyde, a prestigious UK university, in November 2018. She was conferred with the honorary doctorate at their graduation ceremony. Arunima is an inspiration to amputees around the world. Not only has she shown real spirit, courage and determination in overcoming adversity, but she is also using her compassion and positivity to help other people. Arunima embodies the values of Strathclyde and we are delighted to recognize her achievements by making her an honorary doctor of the university, said the professor of Strathclyde, Jim MacDonald, principal and vice chancellor of the University of Strathclyde, to India Times. It was truly an overwhelming moment for Arunima. This is really an inspiration for those who excessively rely on their faith. My dear friends, conquering adversities and chasing after dream and achieving success could be best explained through this real life story of this young girl Arunima Sinha, who has created a history in the world. Friends, you are unlimited. You can do anything you want, as it is best defined by Ernest Hemingway. Man may be destroyed but never defeated. My dear friends, believe in yourself and be a part of this noble mission. We are always with you to empower you. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you and Jai Hind.